Welcome back, ladies and jelly spoons. The question today is, what do you get an adult geek for Christmas? And the answer is this, and 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 this. So yeah, this video is not designed to flex. It's basically because this is a collector's channel. I thought it'd be interesting to show you what people would get me. And I say people would get me. 90% of this stuff, I give them a list. I ask for it. I source it. I look at the prices. I aim for bargains, probably around Black Friday, that kind of thing. I appreciate I'm luckier than most, and I also appreciate there are people out there far luckier than me. So yeah, it's hopefully just for you to live vicariously through someone else who got some cool geeky stuff. Yeah, it's no competition. Just try and enjoy it. If you're not into this kind of thing, then obviously click off now. If you are, then yeah, just have a bit of fun, and we shall see. So yeah, let's do this. So first up, I should probably do this in an order, but I'm not going to. We have Funko Pops. Funko Pops are a staple in our house. It's tradition. If we don't know what to get someone, we get them a Funko Pop. And because I'm on Funko Europe's, you can sign up on Funko Europe as a part of the club member. It's free, but you get some crazy discounts ahead of time. And a lot of these were cheap. And I was asked by my parents what I wanted, and I gave them a list. And a lot of them were like £4 Funko Pops. And this, I can't remember, probably in the £4 range. The Last Ronin, the reason I say I should have done this in an order, you will find out in a bit. I've not read it, but I couldn't pass up on adding to my turtle collection. My Funko Pop collection of turtles is probably one of my biggest lines. I'm a bit of a Funko Pop geek. I'm trying to trim down, but not on stuff that I really like turtles. So yeah, we'll get them out because while I do display in boxes sometimes, I am not opposed to getting figures out. The problem with collecting these when they're on sale is you're guaranteed that 2 or maybe 3 of the 4 are on sale, and the fourth one isn't, of course. So at some point you have to shell out the full price, which, if you're in the Funko universe, gets more and more expensive each year. Up next, Donatello. Do you want a spoiler? If you've not read it, I mean, I've not read it, but if you want a spoiler, Michelangelo is the last Ronin. I believe all the brothers die, right? And then Mikey's the last one left. Very dark, very interesting. And that's why I got something that's coming up later. So, Donnie, I'm doing my one camera setup today because I have a feeling this video might be a bit long. And 2 cameras will be just more of a pain to edit together. But we'll leave that one for now. Are they my 2 from... Oh no, we've got the... I know I had another Last Ronin somewhere. We've got this, I think it's classed as a 6-inch. It's a bad boy, but it's also a deluxe pop because it's got a bit of a seam with it. But yeah, this one definitely got on display. Not in my little geek cupboard, but out somewhere. It's just too cool of a pop. Say what you like about Funko, but that is pretty cool. And let's face it, the turtles kind of lend themselves to the whole big head Funko Pop thing. And like maybe some more realistic and human characters. But that's pretty cool. He will definitely be going on display. That be for sure. And by on display, I do have a display room, like say a little tiny room that has displays. I mean, when I say tiny, I mean like a cupboard under the stairs tiny. And yeah, he'll be out on display somewhere in this room amongst all my mess when it's cleaned up after Christmas. So, let's do this then, because we've been talking about it. I am not a big reader. I have dyslexia. I struggle to hold an interest in fiction, but I thought I've got to give it a go because the story just seems so damn interesting, and I'm out of touch since I obviously started watching Turtles when I was a nipper when it was originally out. And yeah, this just seems so dark and exciting to me, so I thought Got to get the box set. Just been released. It was a pre-release at the time I was looking to get it, and then obviously it came out about December. Yeah, the box set. It was about 60 quid or something. So when I say I'm lucky, my parents, without fail, will spend £200 each Christmas on myself and my sister. Even when they had nothing, even when they were broke, Christmas always felt special, and I didn't ever really notice that they didn't spend that kind of money on me. It just felt Christmas and birthdays have always been special, to the point my sister is 5 years older than me, in her mid to late 40s, shall we say. She might be offended by that. Probably not quite that old. And yeah, she still gets wildly excited over Christmas. Just a special occasion, and I personally like the dark nights. I personally like the Christmas lights. I love street lights. I love atmosphere. I'm not one of these people who get sad and need a sad lamp when the sun goes down. I absolutely adore nighttime atmospheric things. Just talking rubbish now. So the other Funko I asked for off the parents was this. Having been to Japan, Gundam is a massive thing. I'm not necessarily a fan. I just thought it looked cool, and it would remind me of my time in Japan. And again, it was about £6 for a 6-inch pop, so you couldn't really go wrong. And again, probably go out and display it. I've got a Japan shelf back there from the stuff I brought from Japan. I'll probably add it to that. In fact, insert a picture here. This is a photo I took of the Unicorn Gundam at Diver City in Japan. It was a miserable day, but what can you do? Gundam just cool, isn't it? I know a lot of people go, no, Funko Pop's cool, but it is just cool. I will do a bit of a Funko Pop collection at some point. There would have to be individual franchises, because I have quite a large collection, larger than I should ever want. So let's stick on the Funko Pop theme then, because these are from family. My nephews are now officially working 9 to 5s, old enough to buy stuff, in their 20s. And this is their first Christmas. They brought presents, post them my sister and brother-in-law obviously buying presents, and then sending them from them, as you do as family. And they probably make more than me, ironically. But yeah, so they decided to get me Power Rangers, the movie from the 90s. I have the Power Rangers en masse as Funko Pops. I do not have these. So that's kind of cool. Like I say, it's just a tradition. We buy each other Funko Pops if we don't know what else to get each other. It's just a cool go-to. That'll go with my Power Rangers collection. As you've seen in other videos of the retro toys, I'll have them on display next to the retro toys. And my other nephew got me this one, the Blue Ranger. So these are the whole range on the back. So you can get Ooze, you can get the Ninja Megazord, obviously the 5 Rangers, 5? 6, because we've got White Ranger in this, of course, from the movie. And my sister and my brother-in-law got me the Red Ranger, to make things not full. So we've got the Red Ranger, and this is the last of the movie ones that I was bought for Christmas, which means I'm now going to have to buy the other Pops. They informed me that these were the more expensive ones from the range, and the other ones were cheaper apparently. So we'll see. I'll have to search them out. I don't know how easy they are to come across. I don't know if they're discontinued now or what, and they just happen to be somewhere they were on sale. By the way, I don't speak, and I doubt they're not, but I genuinely can't remember seeing Ooze around that much, so I'm not sure how rare he is. But you ever seen the movie? I don't know if you can tell here. The suits were like armoured and padded, whereas obviously it's the old Japanese footage when they're fighting in the original, and they're all like in latex onesies. Latex? They're not kinky. What's the word I'm looking for? Spandex. So back to the parents and me searching out my own bargains. we have, I never had, as a kid, a foot soldier turtle. Can you believe that? To add that, we have Splinter. Again, these are movie ones. I can't remember what movie does it say. It'll be from Secret of the Ooze, won't it? Yep, because Ooze at the top, and because the third one is indeed Super Shredder. So now, why does the fully grown man have turtles on card? Well, I am going to display them on card, and they were 3 for £18 on Zavvi. So I was like, what's that? £6 a pop. I'm going to pass up £6 a pop for some display pieces. Couldn't really go wrong. As a result, these will not be coming out of the packaging. That pretty boy in Japan. I somehow look even more chunky than I am now. I put on so much weight over Christmas. So yeah, it's a cool photo. It's really vibrant. I don't know where they got it printed, but I'm well impressed with the colour. That, by the way, is just a backdrop. That isn't a Fushimi Inari shrine, which I've been to, and it is incredible. But yeah, that was a backdrop. A zoomed in picture on just a regular camera. And it's reasonably sharp, and it is so incredibly colourful. And it is a bit of fun. So I can't go wrong with that. Cute. Good memory of Japan. Selection box. You have to have a selection box. I don't know if you are, or if you're American and you're watching this, but Aero is the thing over here. And I was expecting them to be like tiny little things, because normally these chocolate bars and these things, everything gets smaller every year, and you just get like 4 tiny chocolate bars in like something this big. But they're chunky. Chunky boys. So yeah, can't go wrong with some Aero. I don't know. Aerated chocolate just hits different, doesn't it? More flavour on the tongue. I shop at a place called, I want to say it's Awesome Books, maybe? But I also shop in Tashin. And Tashin will do sales on the regular, especially on Black Friday. I think this might be from Tashin opposed to Awesome Books. It might not even be called Awesome Books. I'll put it up here. They often do books at a much cheaper price, or on Tashin when they're on offer. Anyway, Danny Kubrick, as you will know, probably most famous for Clockwork Orange, maybe?
Here's Johnny!
I just wanted this for the book collection because, yeah, it's a big beastie. You can get, often with Tashin books, books this size, and then they up them and up them and up them, and they go up to like extra large. I imagine this is probably considered a small, even though it's a big boy. And what I like about Stanley Kubrick is he was very much into his photography as well. So yeah, there will be a lot of BTS. It's not necessarily stuff he's taken, but I probably shouldn't have opened it on that page. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Yeah, there'll be a lot of really cool visuals. Again, I probably bought it more as a coffee table book rather than to read, but you know, if I get the feeling one day, I might read up a touch on it, because I am more into non-fiction than fiction when it comes to reading. If I am going to read, it's going to be something I can learn from, or real life stuff that I can take in and enjoy, opposed to goblins, orcs and all that kind of stuff. Not really my jam, making more noise. On a similar kind of vein, as a photographer, I thought it'd be fun just to have a bunch of pin-ups I can maybe steal the poses from, or if I get bored, I can use it as a project and copy a lot of the poses and just go through X amount of pages and do a project of poses and shots that's very similar to what's in here, as a yeah, just as something different, something fun. See if you can match the, I don't know if I'll have the budget, but the outfits, the props, and yeah, just try and do a little fun project when things are a bit slow. Just something to do, keep things interesting. I also got this one because it was ridiculously cheap. I am not a wedding photographer by any stretch of the imagination, but this is Mario Testini. He is world renowned, very, 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 very famous photographer. Do I want to say he did the rules wedding, as in Diana and Charles? I cannot remember. But either way, it was a ridiculously cheap book for a proper hardback coffee table book. If you do not know me, I have a Patreon where I have a book club and I review my books that I own. And I just recently bought this shelf. If you look, the rotating shelf, and this shelf where the fish tank is on at the back, full of books, all photography books. So again, when it comes to photography books, it's obviously all about the image, the rather than what is written. So yeah. My mum got me this. I wasn't expecting this. I don't know where she got it from. It looks like it's made very much on a cheap by a fan. But yeah, so after I've read it out, it's not complicated. It's only about like this per page. I'm not trying to get fully into Funko Pop collecting. I think Funko is slowly dying out and the trend is dying and everything's price-wise is crashing. But I do still have a pretty big collection, and yeah, again, a lot of stuff that I'm interested in. But I still have a bunch that I just added because I thought they were cool, and I probably shouldn't, because you know, some of them are held value, some of them are probably increased in value. And again, I tend to try and get things on cheap. Last thing from, not last thing actually, that's a lie. So that was the last thing from the parents, I believe. No, it wasn't. Okay, let's do this. Parents, again, wasn't expecting these. I think my mum was at a fair. These are like kind of coasters. They're kind of just fun Halloweeny coasters. Probably AI art in this day and age. So controversial, but hey, cute, all the same. And this was the other thing I had asked for. It looks like a torch, but it is, in fact, so this, anyway, it is a gobo. You put this on here. I have gobos for continuous light, for strobe lights in the studio. And this is a gobo for continuous lights. So basically you have, let's say, these shapes, and then you can shape the light. I bought it kind of with video in mind and kind of with photography in mind, because one of the things in my studio is a neon wall. Pull it in and out, and that will focus it, focus the sharpness, depending on how close you are to the wall and the subject. Maybe even videos like this for the background. See, you can put shapes on the background. But yeah, so that is that. I think that was about £35 in a sale. I think it was an Amazon sale, Black Friday. And that will definitely add something different to what I have already in my setups, because I do not have any continuous gobos. A gobo, by the way, is something that goes between the light and the subject and shapes it. And then you obviously have your light that is then focused to push out a beam. In layman's terms, that's what it is. That's what it does. I won't overcomplicate it any more than that. So again, on the book theme, Rankin had a sale on. I brought a book for myself, and then when people were asking me what I wanted for Christmas, I mentioned this, and I brought 2 books in the Rankin sale, and they paid me the money, and I give them this. That was from my sister and brother-in-law. So, yep, more photography related stuff. Yeah. I think my brother-in-law couldn't resist calling me a tosser, so that's off him. Let's do a thumbnail. The very last thing, parents, again, off savvy. I do not watch Lord of the Rings. By saying I do not watch Lord of the Rings, I have never seen Lord of the Rings. But I do love a good lamp, and I do love a sword. And I do need some more light behind the shelves back here now. I've made it all pretty. Yeah. So this sword and display shield thingy and the roof, or rather ceiling. So yeah, goes on there, type jobby, but it is indeed a lamp. I just thought it was kind of cool, and it was about £30. Might have been about £28 in the sale, in the Zavvi sale. So I couldn't resist that. So maybe it'll go in the background there somewhere, just to help put backlight behind the shelves. But yeah, kind of cool. I like it. And that, my friends, is what you get. An old geek for Christmas. I think my white balance has finally gone back to normal. All my eyes have. Either way. Yeah. Peace.